Hey everybody, it's MommaOG. I am back with another reaction, and I am over my pink eye that I had in this eye. So I'm just getting back to recording this week. Today I have another donation request from Arthur. Arthur, as always, thank you so much. He has asked me to listen to another song by Of Monsters and Men. This is called Beneath My Bed. This is live at Stage on 6th in Austin, Texas, back in 2012. Believe this is the same, maybe the same show as the last one I did. Before we get started, if you would like to request a reaction, you can do so via donation link in the description. Send along the information of the song you'd like me to listen to, and I will get it recorded as soon as possible. I also take notes while I'm reacting, so if you see me looking down a couple times, I'm just writing down a couple things so I remember what I want to say when it's time to talk. I've got the captions turned on. I'm hoping I can keep up with the lyrics while I'm listening to the song, but if not, if they distract me or something, I'll go ahead and go over the lyrics after. I'm kind of intrigued by the title of this song, Beneath My Bed. Typically when you hear that phrase, you think of like monsters beneath your bed as a child. So it'll be interesting to see where the lyrics take us in this song. I've got my earbuds in. Let's go ahead and take a listen. Okay, it's a little upbeat, kind of. I think it's bed. All these things that I Okay, let's start it over. These lyrics I don't think are correct. I would just rather go over them after. See what I can catch along the way. But I also forgot to mention that Micah's at work and my dogs are running around, so there's a chance they may start barking. I may even have to pause the song and address whatever it is they may be barking at, although I know it'll probably be absolutely nothing because they do that. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
All these things that I once had, it's like this part that cracks its stop, keeps me safe from what's around, keeps me safe from what's around.
I love that they have a trumpet.
Years back, I had the heart, waiting for some things to stop. Water running down my wall, monsters on the side can fall, monsters on the side.
Monsters.
There's a fire, but I know, they are liars, but I am sure, there's a fire, but I know, they are liars, but I am sure.
They're liars.
Fast as light.
just got full body chills. I think it's those harmonies. Goosebumps.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, I caught a few lyrics, but I am going to go over those in just a minute. But I caught there's a fire, they are liars, but I am sure. At one point, I heard something about water running down my walls. And then, I heard the word monster a couple times, I believe. And when I heard about the water running down the walls, I wondered if this could be in relation to a haunting. I don't know. But that would fit the theme of Beneath My Bed. I will say that, based on the lyrics that I heard, I feel like there's, again, some maybe more dark undertones here that I'll pick up more when I read the lyrics. But again, the music didn't indicate a dark theme. It was a little bit more upbeat. It was definitely like folk driven, which is their thing. And I love that about them. It was rhythmic and it had this incredible gradual build. There was one point where they started doing a little bit more powerful vocals, but then they started harmonizing differently. And I just instantly got chills during that part. I said this during the reaction, but I absolutely love that they have a trumpet. It feels like such an integral part of this sound of this group. And I don't know, you don't expect to hear a horn in, a traditional indie folk group, but it adds so much to their sound. I think it's amazing. I think that same person that's playing the trumpet, I think I've seen her with an accordion before. I might be misremembering. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lyrics so that I can kind of elaborate on some of this. Okay, so I'm just going to go through and read these real quick. Beneath my bed, a lion's head beneath my bed, all these things that I once had. Now, I heard that part. That just reminded me when I heard it that, as a young person, even now, as an adult, like, I have to clean out the bottom of my bed because stuff just gets shoved under there. Okay. Now the next line instantly kind of changed this on a dime. A tiger's paw that holds me down. It keeps me safe from what's around. Keeps me safe from what's around. A few years back, I had the heart waiting for some things to start. Water running down my walls, monsters on the second floor. Monsters on the second floor. There's a fire, but I know, they are liars, but I am sure. But there's a fire, but I know, they are liars, but I am sure. Okay. A lion's head with eyes so red, all these things that I once had. A tiger's paw that holds me down, presses hard this time around. Okay. Huh. Okay, and then it goes into the chorus here. And that's the end of it. Okay, so they're talking about a lion and a tiger. So a lion's head beneath my bed. And later, the lion's head had eyes so red. This lion seems to represent something not very good. Maybe there's a time shift here. Like this first verse could be from like when you were younger, because it's a little more positive than this third verse, I think it is. And it even mentions here a few years back, the lion's head beneath my bed, all these things that I once had. Because it also says the tiger paw that holds me down keeps me safe from what's around. So I don't know, this is giving me, I'm probably completely wrong, but it's giving me like a haunting, like describing a situation of a haunting from when you were a kid, or, you know, things that used to happen from when you were a kid. And maybe it represented itself as something it wasn't. It represented itself as something that was protective, but it really turned out to be something else. I don't know, or this could represent anything like that, even a person in your life, I guess, and they're just kind of singing about it as under the bed because, you know, traditionally when we think of things under our bed, we think of monsters. But in this case, a few years back, I had the heart waiting for some things to start. Now, I'm kind of puzzled with this. Water's running down my wall. Monsters on the second floor. It's giving me still the feeling that it's about maybe a spiritual experience. I'm trying to think if there's any kind of trauma that could also be, you know, this is a metaphor for some type of trauma. But I imagine, you know, experiencing things like ghosts or scary things as a child can cause trauma as well. So, I'm a little stumped so far. But back to the kind of time shift here where, you know, it's being depicted that this tiger paw is holding them down to keep them safe from everything else that's around. But then later it says, you know, the lion's head had red eyes now, and the tiger's paw that's holding them down is pressing harder. I don't know why, but it's also making me think of the song Mother by Pink Floyd a little bit. Just like a parental figure that's a little bit overbearing and sheltering. I don't know. I don't understand quite where the fire, the liars. Maybe this is, if it is about a spiritual experience, they'll tell you stuff that's not true. So they're saying they are liars. I don't know. This is a stumper. I have no idea if I got any of this right. The water running down the wall specifically is what got my mind tracked on like a haunting of some sort, or some sort of traumatic experience as a kid with maybe some stuff going on in the house that you grew up in. This is the problem with, you know, first time you sit down and listen to a song, you're trying to listen for everything and then trying to figure out what the song's about. That can present a lot of pressure. A lot of times when I'm editing the songs and I've listened to it a few more times, something will hit me like, damn, I wish I would have seen that in the reaction. And then I'll go and put a pinned comment about that or something. I'm hoping I'll gain a little more insight as I listen to it a few more times in editing. Either way, absolutely enjoyed this one. I'm loving this group. It's easy to listen to as well. There's a lot of like deep lyrical meanings here in some of the songs that I've heard, but it's also the type of band that you could just put on and play you know, and it would be enjoyable just to listen to in the background. And I mean, I could see me playing this while cleaning the house, and Mike wouldn't be too opposed to it either because they're easy to listen to. So Arthur, thank you so much for putting this one in front of me. Thank you all so much for being here to share this with me. I will see you on the next one.